brand new facility. Dave Steele, check the speed, 130 miles an hour, or within a quarter of a mile an hour of that over Russ Gamester, the former midget champion. Then comes Leffler, as we said, the point leader, lining up third with the youngster Ryan Newman alongside. Three-time champ Jimmy Sills is flanked by the two-time and defending USAC sprint champ Ryan Tyler, and then Eric Gordon and Robbie Flock. Billy Putt-Putt Puterbaugh graduated from high school just in time to come here and line up alongside the reigning series champ, then Bentley Ward and Pat Abold, the super modified stars. Tracy Hines from the midgets, Dodaro, another super modified driver, the ever innovative Dan Drinan alongside Tim Cox. And as we head back through the rest of this field, Larry, I'm wondering about the experience level on a brand new racetrack. Is this a place that's going to favor the guys that have been in these kind of cars for a few years?
Oh, I think it certainly is. I don't think there's any doubt that the guys that are used to making the adaptation from one track to another are going to have a big advantage over some of the younger guys who have just started. This Billy Puterbaugh is a good example. This is only a second or third race on the pavement. Although he qualified very, very well, it might be a little harder.
Turn 3 and preparing to take the green with the pole sitter Dave Steele, establishing the track record. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Memphis Motorsports Park Oval is underway.
The very first green flag ever here, and you can tell a lot of these guys want to get to the front very quickly. The first few guys, though, string out in single file, which you're going to see here early in this race.
Steele got the drop on him. Leffler made a great start right behind Steele and outdueled Gamester to take the second spot. That's the yellow number 9 for Jason Leffler. Gamester lines up third. Now they're side by side for fourth. And down to the inside goes Jimmy Sills.
You can see that white strip down on the inside. Those are rumble strips. Those are cement rumble strips down the inside. So they're going to try to stay off of that. Although the groove of this racetrack is going to be right down on the bottom.
Ryan Newman in front of Sills as Sills slips a little wide. And he's about to be challenged here as they continue to battle for positions early. The black car challenging Sills is Eric Gordon in the 48.
You can see Doug Dodaro on the 18 car. Looked like he got on the outside and made a pass right there.
More on Gordon's situation from Ray Dunlap.
Well, Dave, they had trouble getting that car fired up down here on pit road, and they just made it out on the track on time. Had they not gotten out when they did, they would have had to take that car to the tail. But a little bit of smoke coming out of Eric Gordon's car the last time by, so keep your eye on that 48.
Gordon is on the move, though. He's come to 6th. Look at him pick up the left front coming off the corner. Is that a car that's handling well or a car that's handling badly?
Well, that's not exactly what you want to see on a pavement racetrack. You want to keep all 4 of those wheels on the ground. Yeah, he's really got that left front up in the air, and I'm sure that that's not exactly the way you'd like to have it. Because what it does, when that left front starts waving around up in the air, it upsets the chassis, and it tries to make the back end come loose. So it's just not a good situation.
Well, that break for Tracy Hines. We're back to green.
Well, I think he restrained himself pretty well, and watched what he had to say about Hamilton. The hand gesture earlier, I think, told the whole tale. We're back underway. Laps getting short. If anybody's going to do something with Steele, big crash. That is Dodaro, I believe, who's gotten upside down in the middle of that big mob of lappers, and the thing went twirling on the roll cage, and they're going to red flag it. That was ugly, and it happened in the middle of that pack that includes the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place cars, along with all those lappers. It was the same pack of traffic in which the incident that started the previous yellow.
The good news is,
yeah,
he is moving around in the race car.
Exactly. They beat and battered it a little bit, but it looks like Dodaro's okay. This guy is absolutely a fearless race car driver. The other driver involved in it there is Pat Abold, so ironically it's 2 of the super modified stars from Oswego who have paid the price here for the traffic jam. Dodaro turned sideways, got up into the wall, and went upside down. Well, there was, I believe, the 10th place car at the time. So the red flag is out. The leader is on pit road. Here comes Leffler down pit road in 2nd spot. That's a wild ride.
Boy, that was a wild ride. And I think that all started when Davey Hamilton got a little out of shape coming off a 2. Everybody tried to do a little dodging and moving around on the racetrack. And when he did that, they just made contact, and Dodaro came up on the short end of the stick.
Well, knowing this Thunder team, they'll have about 3 different replay angles.
Oh, you can see right there, Dodaro got a little sideways, and then he was hitting in the right rear and turned him right straight into the fence. That's Derek Davidson sliding around down there in the mud in that yellow car. Dodaro turns back over and gets going again, but Pat Abold also made contact and got stopped back there on the back straightaway.
Abold trying to miss it all. Here's another look at Dodaro's ride as he had already gone upside down, twirled around about 3 times on the roll cage, and then the car finally caught and rolled back over onto what's left of its wheels.
Let's take a look from inside the car with Billy Peterball as we head down that back straightaway. There you can see him get into the fence. He got a little sideways, and somebody tapped him in the right rear, turned him right into the fence, and from there, it's a mad scramble as everybody's hard on the brakes, trying to miss him and all the pieces flying around there. There's that fiberglass leaf spring you can see flying right out of the race car.
So much for the innovative technology. It's now just another piece of junk after Dudero's car has done its best to self-destruct going down the backstretch. The safety crews are with him, and he's still in.
Back down under, and now that block's going to go by him, so he passed 2 guys, and he lost 2 spots all in the same lap.
Terrific competition at Memphis Motorsports Park. Jason Leffler, the kid who's trying to make it all happen. You're watching it from the CarQuest cage cam. Net result of all that is nothing. Sills still has 2nd spot, Block has 3rd, and Leffler sits at 4th. But getting from there back to there was a pretty exciting process. I'm still interested by that left wheel shaking and flopping around on Leffler's car. I don't think he's too concerned about it. Block chops him off as they dive down in trying to do something with Sills.
Well, Block knows he's got to do something or Leffler's going to be after him again. He tries. Nope, not enough room right there. He's got to give way.
We remember back to the Orlando race when Flock's brakes went south and he took out Steele and Kenny Irwin and dramatically changed the outcome of that race. Oh, he got into him and now tries to save the car and keep it off the wall. They go streaming by on the bottom. The proverbial great piece of driving, but it cost him an awful lot of racetrack. Jason Leffler makes contact with Flock and nearly stuffs it in the wall.
Boy, he tried the same thing we saw Davey Hamilton do. He got down in that dirt, and when he did, that baby took off to the fence. Luckily, he was able to save it before he got that far.
He came pretty close to getting behind on his steering. There he goes into the dirt. I don't think he did touch Flock, did he?
No, he did not. He just got down so low. And once those left side tires get in the dirt, believe me, absolutely no traction, and that baby is going to take off to the fence. He did a terrific job keeping that thing on the racetrack.
Sometimes you demonstrate your prowess in a race car by going out and blowing everybody else away, and sometimes you demonstrate it by your ability to keep the car from wadding itself up in the concrete.
That guy right there is sticking up a perfectly good race by running away with this thing, let me tell you, because everybody else on the racetrack's having a heck of a race back there, but he has just blown them away.
We promised you good competition here. We neglected to mention that it would all happen 3/4 a lap behind the leader. Here's the kid who's made it exciting. We'll get in one more commercial break and be back for the finish.
Been hanging out in the top 6 or 7 all day long, but this will end his day. But look at this. Leffler has caught back up, and oh, it looks like the 11 car is slowing down.
He drives around Hamilton on the outside. Davey Hamilton is definitely not at the speed he was running earlier, but remember, with only 6 cars left on the lead lap, he still is in position for a top 5 finish. He's definitely dropped off the pace. We can't help but wonder if the loss of water earlier on might not have taken its toll. For Leffler, there's an outside chance he could still catch back up, I think, to Flock and Sills and make that a 3-car battle for the 2nd spot. 5 laps to go.
And look at Steele. He's back in heavy traffic. All these lap cars with such a huge lead, you'd think he'd be a little bit more cautious and maybe just let these guys go. But he's still chasing them down and blowing them away.
As the 2nd place battle goes into turn 1, this is Steele coming through the traffic and picking his spot. I don't know. That's a tough call. If you sit there and hang out for 5 laps, you run the risk that those guys will tangle up and do something silly, and you'll get caught up in it. But if you go charging through them and happen to touch somebody's wheel, then you look like a fool. So, hey, it's all part of why they get the big bucks.
That's right, exactly. He just passed Brian Tyler, and now that he's coming up on Davey Hamilton, so it looks like only the first 4 cars are going to finish on the lead lap, and he just annihilates Hamilton. Hamilton's got big trouble. That thing's really slow.
Yeah, he's just trying to lift the thing home now from here to get whatever he can out of it. It's too bad. He started last, came through the field, ran in the top 5, got involved in the big controversy. There's Johnny Vance saying, finally, we're going to get that black goose into victory lane. The white flag flies for David Steele. 1 lap to go. Meanwhile, to update that other battle, it doesn't look like Leffler's going to be able to catch the 2nd and 3rd place fight. He's going to make it close, but no cigar as they come down across the start-finish line. Leffler's going to be a little short, so Steele is going to win it at Memphis Motorsports Park and win it very handily indeed.